Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936 to a global organization with over 8,000 centers in 110 countries and 1 million students worldwide. Through their tireless commitment, passionate heart, and determined spirit, the Brahma Kumaris arrived in America in 1974 and have since grown to 35 main centers throughout America. There are also 2 residential retreat centers, Peace Village, located in upstate New York, and Anubhuti, located in Novato, California.
I want to just share a little bit about how the centers of Raj Yoga meditation began in United States. Actually, I was in Caribbean islands and I got invitation from New York that we want to start something about meditation. And it was in 1978 I came here and we rented a very small apartment in Astoria. And from there I found that a lot of people have interest. I realized that there is so much need, and from there onwards, then centers started in many other states.
Our centers are safe spaces where you can explore the power of your inner world.
The classes are conducted in many homes, many cities, all over across the United States. A lot of people, they learn meditation, they use that meditation at their workplace, in their family, and also I find that children, young adults, because they are so much into what really is the life about.
The Brahma Kumaris are dedicated to personal and global transformation through the study and spiritual practice of Raj Yoga meditation. And at the heart of our teaching is the belief that the pathway to peace and happiness is to remember our original nature as spiritual beings, connected to the one source. In 1981, the organization received recognition as an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. From organizing large-scale global initiatives to local community programs, the Brahma Kumaris has a tradition of service in every field that fosters spiritual growth among individuals from all backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life.
I hold on to this vision, the world of love, world of peace and harmony, world which is free from conflict and sorrow, where we can live as brothers, one family, children of common parents, one supreme divine power.
This is your invitation to awaken and join us in creating a world of love, peace, and kindness. Om Shanti.
Exercise. Om Shanti. I allow the body to sit quietly. I become aware of the many different energies that make up life. As the body sits quietly, I'm aware of the physical, the biological energies of this valuable instrument of mine. For a little while, I would like to turn my attention away from my physical energies and focus my energy inwards. consciously, I allow this physical instrument of mine to let go of the tension in the muscles, my feet, my legs, my back, my arms, my shoulders, my neck, and even the muscles in my face. I let go of the tension of hanging on, and everything becomes calm and relaxed. And now, instead of looking outwards, I allow my mind to look within. Seeing the world outside, I choose, for a few moments, not to see it. I let the sounds of the external world fade into the background so that they are no longer a distraction. And on the screen of my mind, I visualize a point of light. I can locate this point of light specifically. As the body sits quietly, I become aware of the life force, the source of life, in the center of my forehead, just behind. This is who I am. I am a point of eternal light. In this awareness of my eternal form, I gather the full force of my energy within. I know I am the master of this physical instrument. I can now direct the way in which my physical senses function, what it is I see through these eyes, what it is I choose to communicate through my lips, and even what it is I wish to absorb from the information coming to me through my ears. I, the being of light, the eternal soul, am the creator. I, this point of infinitesimal energy. I'm the master. Becoming aware of this, I am able to send out light and life throughout this physical body, and use this body for that which is constructive, that which is filled with goodness. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your spiritual vaccine hour. I'm your sister in service, Sister Jenna. And today, I hope your heart found comfort. I hope your mind settled into peace. I hope your eyes were able to pause for the small, simple moments that mattered. Even if it was just a flower, or maybe the last remaining bloom in your garden. I hope your eyes had the chance to pause and take it in. Sometimes our thoughts move so fast that we forget to see what's important and what's actually trying to grab our attention. I remembered many years ago, Daddy Janki had said, change will happen either through love or tragedy. And I had wondered for a long time, what did she mean? Why does change have to happen if there's tragedy? And I think since 9/11 that kind of woke me up to understanding what she meant. And how when we get jolts, whether it's a health opportunity or a financial situation or relationship, it makes us go so deep that we start to see the real beauty of the soul. And you'll say to yourself, I didn't need this to know that I was God's gift to mankind, or I was made in His image, or that love and power and purity is my religion. I don't need to be jolted to be reminded of that. But yet we might be having hundreds of signs of love around us. The tree, the weather, people, situations, food. All of them might be showing us signs of love, but does it take you deep, or are you taking it from the external? So sometimes the storm becomes a gift. And when you are on the path of Raj Yoga meditation, it helps you to identify yourself at levels that you wouldn't before. And I don't care how long you are awakened or on your path, there's always going to be a different level within you to explore and to discover. I was sharing with Reverend Sylvia last night how I am visiting areas inside of the soul that I had not known existed. And on one level it's very humbling, like our conversation yesterday on living in the presence of humility, or practicing humility. And on another level, as humbling as it is so empowering. It's kind of like a soldier who goes out on the field to battle for his cause. Nobody really wants to go and fight a war where some casualties might come into place, but we do. Because sometimes the cause is bigger than the fight, bigger than the battle. So sometimes the storm is the battle, but the cause is bigger than the battle. And when we lose sight of the cause, the battle can feel exhausting. It can feel like you're anguished to such an extent. You feel disheartened, almost a sense of wanting to give up. But there's always that glimmer of hope left in you. That hope says you still have another chance. You still have another chance. And the universe is always going to be there to not only self-correct, but to help you if we're opened to it. I've been developing a close friend with Bonnie Meyer. She's the author of a new book. And just in our conversation and relationship, it's just a feeling of a soul-to-soul connection with her. And today we were on a conference call and we were talking about, I'm right now wanting to believe in magic. And she texted me just before coming on the show, why don't we start the magic now? And she's offering me something that I basically don't really know much about, and I might not necessarily be someone who believes in all of that. And then I pulled myself back and I went, but if you have nothing, if you know nothing about it, aren't you curious? Aren't you opened? And that's what I love about the power of thinking and the power of thoughts. Sometimes you can be so stuck in a belief system that you lose an opportunity to learn something more about yourself and about what the purpose of life is all about. You get stuck in a belief system that I'm sure it was serving us, it's been serving us, but we might also find ourselves sort of stagnant. And after a while, if you become spiritually stagnant, you stop learning. One of the things that I spoke about in last night's session is that when there's the ego within the soul, or ego in the consciousness of the soul, it's not open to learning. I have another friend of mine, Dr. Ivy Hilton. She does the sound spa, a little bit around the same time we do spiritual vaccine. And Reverend Ivy does this beautiful sound healing bowl. And I will tell her, you know, Ivy, I don't know if I believe that these sounds can heal me, but I believe in you. I value you. I trust that this is moving and this is your passion. And I've looked back at that comment on many occasions. And I've said to myself, you are what you believe. And it could be that maybe I don't believe in sound bowls because I don't know the science behind it fully. Reverend Ivy does. But I believe in her. And it changes the whole formula. It's like the whole energy of the belief in the person can shift everything about the way you feel. I spoke to my doctor the other day. And after we spoke for a while, we had just a human conversation. And there was just something in her tone that was so comforting. And I thought to myself when I hung up on the phone with her, sometimes that's all you need. Your thoughts simply need the thought of the energy. That person believes in their practice. And I believe in my strength. And the both of us entering this particular scene with our belief, can you imagine what the story will be? This whole notion of becoming what you believe is huge. And I ask everyone watching tonight, take a breath. And what is that one thought that you want to believe in right now? And feed that energy in it. What is that one thought you want to believe in right now? Make it magical. It's a great opportunity to understand that the soul's greatest asset is the way it thinks, its thought forms. And that the world behind your eyes, the soul, is a world that's bigger than the ones that we see with our physical eyes. I love it. I love it. The world behind your eyes, the Atma, is bigger than the world we see with our two eyes. And we spend so much thought, form, energy on the world outside of our eyes and completely ignore the world behind our eyes. It's like stepping from the unlimited into the limited. Can you imagine? You are from the unlimited, but you step into the limited and get used to the limited, thinking and believing it's real. They say every thought is a prayer. And there's always that little other thought behind the thought that's trying to sabotage your pure thought, your positive thought. And the whole effort of our spiritual practice is to not allow that negative thought to step in your way. So I came across this wonderful reading. I've been just remembering Dadi Janki a lot. And I've been feeling her too. So I want to read you something from her book. I think we read this yesterday too, didn't we? Ta-da! Back again. Pure Thoughts by Dadi Janki. You are what you think. What are you thinking right now? You are what you think. Love, purity, peace, wisdom. The more you think of these things, the more you will become them. Weaknesses, blown out of proportion in yourself or in others, will invite negative thinking. They will destroy you. Learn how to shift your focus. Instead, think, though I'm not yet completely pure or full in myself, I want purity. God is leading me to my destination, so I definitely will become pure. When you build a house, every brick counts. When you build a character, every thought counts. I will not become pure unless I think about it first. I will not become pure unless I think about it first. So simple, but yet so powerful. I think it's gracious. I think it's grand. there's a thought behind a thought. In the soul, there's this deeper rooted stock of energy that is traveling for many lifetimes. We call it sanskaras, or call it the subconscious, call it impressions, your personality. It is so deep, you know? And it's like vibrationally, it's dictating the narrative. There are certain things that are occurring in your life, you would not plan it the way that it's turning out. And despite all of your conscious efforts, something else happens. And they say every thought you have is coming from something recorded in you from your past. If you're not present in acquiring new knowledge for the future. So let's take 60 seconds. And I'd like you to look inside of your conscious being. And if you have the opportunity to write down, can you jot down the things that you've been believing that you feel you need to stop? Just write them down. Do you believe that women are always supposed to be sensitive and frail? Do you believe that Indians are, I'm just going to come up with anything, are top knot? Do you think that to be rich is to be seen? Do you think if you get 1 million likes, then you're popular and everybody loves you? Do you think, what are you believing in? What's your belief system? What is dictating the reality of the way life is unfolding for you right now? What are you believing in? And is it useful? What are you believing in? Is it useful? Or is it just old food? Or is it just an old system that no longer works for you? But you don't know what to do? So imagine that the soul has so much potential and so much power. And all I have to do is reframe the thought form and build a new belief system that is connected to what is unlimited, eternal, immortal, imperishable. Try to wrap your head around that belief system. I, the soul, am unlimited, eternal, imperishable, immortal. Here's a beautiful video on You Are What You Believe, and then we'll talk a little bit more when you come back.
Many of you, as I have been, as I am, are where you are in your life based upon what you believe. And it's not just what you think you believe on the surface, it's also your shadow beliefs that are holding you back from moving into the life that you believe you deserve. What I know is if you're not looking at the shadows, if you're not looking at what is subconsciously running through the tape in your mind, telling yourself you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not smart enough, you're not enough, which is a tape that's playing for a lot of people. If you're not conscious of that, then you end up acting out of that belief system and not out of what you know to be the truest or want to be the truest for yourself. But you don't become what you want, because so much of wanting is about living in the space of what you don't have. That's why Jim Carrey's story is so powerful, because he started to act as though he already had it. He would go up to Mulholland Drive, he would drive away thinking, I already have those things, I just haven't accessed them as yet. I believe those things are going to come to me and I'm going to act like they are, so I'm going to move forward in my life in order to draw that to myself in such a way that my actions are in alignment with what I say I believe. So if you start to think about that, really, why are you where you are in your life? The choices that you have made have been because of what you believe to be true for yourself.
Perfect? You get it? I'm going to go a little bit off of our program for tonight. You've heard and joined me on one of my sessions, Spiritual Vaccine, with Lynn McTaggart, who's the author of The Power of Eight. And Lynn's research documents that when a group of people come together with their purest of feelings for each other, wonderful things can happen. Oprah's story about Jim Carrey, I thought that was very interesting, that Jim just kept holding on to the feeling, he kept living into the belief system. So many people believe in that. In the Brahma Kumaris, it's just ingrained in us, but our focus has always been becoming pure, becoming peaceful, becoming loving. And whether it's a material thing, a relationship, whatever, health, why not give it a try? So I've not tried this before, but for everyone who's watching on and who has become a family and a community in Spiritual Vaccine, whether you're the staff or friends of the staff or friends, whatever, and you are now pretty much with us on this journey together. I would love if you took the time tonight to write one thought, one intention of what you'd like to come true for you. And I'll give you some time to do that. And what I'd invite you to do, I think I saw Ivy on, so this would be new Ivy for us to support the tribe here on Spiritual Vaccine. But that on Spiritual Vaccine, as you type in your pure thought of intention to be fulfilled, at the end of the show, we can maybe select one per show and infuse that soul with that pure thought. What do we have to lose? We need to practice this more. Practice having good wishes, pure feelings for one another. I just turned and I saw Sister Gita looking at me with so much love in her eyes. And I said to myself, look at that. Just such pure feelings. She's looking at me like... So she's using her thoughts and I can feel she's sending me her blessings. So if I could just see that and she's in her own world, and I just turned for a second and saw her and felt her good wishes, I said, wow, if one person puts in their intention and we all bless and hold it, what do you think can happen? We should create a circle like that, right, Ivy, if you're listening in still? Just a intentional, pure circle for each person that comes on to Spiritual Vaccine. We do it every night, one person. I think that would be a great thing. I want us to get here. I want us to become a culture of people that don't have any time or energy to be caught up in waste thoughts about people, things, what was done to me, what shouldn't have happened, this shouldn't have happened, it did. Let's move on. What do I need to do? What's next? And to seal that hole where all my power is draining out because I'm worried, I'm concerned, I'm angry, I'm in the past, I have regrets, might have revenge, I have disappointment, I won't forgive somebody, there is resentment. All of that thought form is taking away our power. And so, are we courageous enough? My dear family and friends, tuning in tonight, are you courageous enough to really step out of that belief system that's giving you sorrow or pain? Whether it's something that's happening to a loved one that you are owning as your pain, or it's something that has happened that you think directly to you, or it's the fact that you feel you've tried so hard for so long and you don't get a break. Even that thought form is confirming that I work hard and I don't get a break, so you're not going to get a break. And if you tell 5 or 10 friends and they go, poor guy, he works so hard, he doesn't get a break, they're blessing you with that same thought form. And you don't even know you're messing yourself up. In the teachings of Raj Yoga meditation, the first lesson, know who you are. I'm a soul. The natural nature of the soul, love, peace, purity, truth, and joy. What's taken away the power of the soul? Algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego. It is so thick. It is so thick that you have to practice your path of spirituality every moment you can. This isn't 20 minutes a day. This is you paying attention to your stage within for the whole day. Where do we pull power from? Baba. The more I can take my thought to Baba, the ocean of love, peace, purity, truth, and joy, algae doesn't have any power over me. But in order for me to feel that energy of Baba's love, I have to behave with my life in such a way that my behavior is connected to such a subtle expression of my divinity. Even if I'm not fully there, I have to practice behaving like that. When I was about, when did you send me to etiquette school? Was I 13, 14, or 15? Around that age, Sister Gita sent me to a school to learn proper etiquette. Goes to show how much problem I was, right? And I remembered how they taught you to eat, to walk, to sit, to carry a conversation. And I've seen how that has helped me throughout my whole life. Now, Sister Gita, she ain't going to no etiquette school. She naturally royal. But she had to send me to a school to get some royal blood in my system. But till this day, it's over 40 years, I remember that teaching. It's in my system. I can sit at a table with a king of a country or a village urchin in a mud hut. No difference. Both are God's children. But in a mud hut, I might end up eating with my hand while I'm at the table of the king. It's knife and fork. But food is food. Powerful. Tell me what you guys are feeling with today's session. You okay? You good? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Anybody crying? Anyone laughing? Anyone going, yeah, pump myself up, let's get going. Sister Gita's also laughing. Okay. All right. Baba is God, the universe, the divine, the source, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Vivian. All right, Louise, I know you like the jokes. Yes, this is a perfect in and collective work. Marissa, you took the initiative. My intention is to believe that I'm able to do anything I propose myself to dream of. Are we ready? Everyone, let's hold Marissa's intention. Just for a second, everyone online, for Marissa Lopez, let us fill her with this intention. It's to believe that I'm able to do anything I propose myself to dream of. Marissa, everyone has just sent you support. Why? We believe in the power of pure thoughts. Doesn't matter. Do you think you deserve it? Don't deserve it? Oh, it's my turn. Oh, I want some. Of course. Your time will come. Our time always comes. Our time always comes. All right. You ready for a little meditation? Because I can go on all day today. So let's have a sweet moment of solitude and meditation together. And find this route in you. It's sort of like that place that you've been living in for a long time already. But now you want to step out of that place and find another route. What is the route? What is that thought form? What is that part within you that you're ready to awaken? And after awakening it, you are totally committed to sustaining that awakening. Take a deep breath, sit up straight. Feel free to keep a pen and paper near to you so that you can write down whatever realizations are going to come through you. Invite Baba into the room, into the space. Have God's energy just hovering over you. Thank you, Vivian, for letting everybody feel and understand the meaning of Baba. I thought by now everybody knows it's God, the Supreme Energy. We just call Baba as a term of affection. So you ready? Take a deep breath. Go inwards. Have the faith and the belief. My most powerful resource that I have in my possession is the way I think. Enjoy the journey. Om Shanti. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? Who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer and just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Whenever I hear that meditation, I sometimes say, show's over. Show's over. Okay, let's go to Facebook. I think some folks have written their intentions. Reverend Lydia Ruiz, it's my intention to remain healthy as I cheerfully complete my master's in counseling. Everyone, for Reverend Lydia Ruiz, it's her intention to remain healthy as I cheerfully complete, as she says she cheerfully completes her master's degree. Furrow Amber, let's take a breath, because this is a very deep personal one. I want my relationship with my daughter to get better. She doesn't talk to me. Turn it around. The relationship is better, and her daughter will do a turnaround and talk with her. What do we have to lose if we just think the thought that is beyond the drama that we're going through? Okay, so my finger's broken and I keep focusing on my finger broken. Then can I try to focus, it's healed, it's healed, it's healed. It's already broken, it's healed, it's healed. Why do I have to keep feeding it that same energy? You become what you believe. So the whole practice of Raj Yoga, become what you believe, think in peace, think in love, think in happiness, think in truth. Stuff will happen. What do we have to lose if we stay consistent with a particular thought form that is beyond our current belief systems? It's like you take rebirth to a whole different part of you. When you start to awaken from your sleep of being very human, you're not the same person. You are completely different, inside and out. Your whole energy connects to light, and your whole energy becomes the light. And the situations of life will give you such an interesting test paper. You will break through them, and something is beneficial in the test. You don't know what it is yet, but there's benefit in every test that comes into our life. We have nothing to lose and everything to gain, despite whatever the circumstance might be. We have everything to gain. All right? Everyone's enjoying? Diamond, your intention is to live a free, loving, and abundant life to share with the world. Diamond's intention is to live a free, loving, and abundant life to share with the world. Now imagine Diamond's soul in that state. Everybody. Release. What do we have to lose? All right. So you are what you think. All right. So if you think ice cream, you'll go for ice cream. If you think for chocolate cake, you're going to go for chocolate cake. Oh, we had a visitor today. And can I make a confession? Santosh, I didn't tell you this. But he sat there and he talked about a cheese pizza. And can I tell you, when he left, my whole mind was thinking, wow, a cheese pizza really sounds good right now. This is the power of a thought. Not only did he just make a basic conversation about, oh, I'm like almost vegan, but I can't give up cheese pizza. And I sat back to myself and I thought, how many times have I told that to Antonia? I mean, has she any idea how sweet a cheese pizza is? And when he left, in my heart and my gut, oh man, that cheese pizza would be a great idea for supper. Of course, we didn't make any cheese pizza. But the point I'm making, the thought was so genuine that it woke me up to possibly even wanting to go and make myself a cheese pizza. I mean, I didn't because I didn't have the time, but I thought about it and it really felt good, but I didn't have it, you know? So again, what do these thoughts say about us? My friends, we've got to find that faith in a thought that's driven with the energy of purity and power and even magic. And even magic. You can feel your whole physiology, your whole being just changing. Why not? Let's play with it tonight. All right. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. Lots of love. Lots of new thinking. Knock yourself out this whole weekend. Keep having some new thoughts. I'm a soul. Come from the energy of being soul conscious. Then set your intention. Remember Baba. Don't do it alone. And remember, everyone in the tribe is supporting you. Tomorrow we'll choose someone else and a few more others. Let me see. Maybe I can get one more before we close off. Let's see if we have anyone here. Let's see. All right, ready? So I'll do two. Ready, everyone? We'll hold Nicole Jones. My intention is that my family is wrapped in love and peace. My intention is to see my family wrapped in love and peace. That means no one has an issue with anyone. Can you see it? Powerful, right? Kailash, practice giving blessings, good thoughts, pure love to others. That's her intention. See Kailash practicing giving blessings, good thoughts, pure loves to others. Good. Can you feel it? Bryn Queely, let's take a good minute to hold your intention here. My intention is to keep my lupus in remission and become a good doctor through my personal experiences. Again, for Bryn, everybody send your vibrations to Bryn. To keep my lupus, not even my lupus, keep the lupus in remission and become a good doctor through my personal experience. This is for Bryn. Okay, Bryn? God, good. You are what you believe. I did Diamond. So for Arlene, the intention is to live a life to the fullest, to be a Shiv Shakti. That's huge. Good for you, Arlene. Don't you ever stop. My intention is, how can I stop the fear inside me about my daughter? Okay, everyone, bring all your energy. Bring all your energy to Vashti. Dindyal. Stop the fear inside of her about her daughter. Transform it into love and protection for her daughter. That's her intention. Love and protection for her daughter. All of us just directing our energy to her. If we can send our thoughts to each other without wanting anything in return, we can certainly create our pure thoughts for ourselves in Baba's remembrance. But just stay consistent. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed your time together today. And I hope you can feel the family that we're collecting here and really empowering and building. We're all in this together and we have to stick in it together. You know, just stay solid, stay stable, and keep believing. Om Shanti. Take care. Lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace, and lots of Om Shanti. See you tomorrow night, everybody. Be well.